Hey guys, welcome back to Cheesy Crafts. I wanted to continue working on my mermaid layout, and I started kind of working on this, and I'm like, okay, I need to start video recording it for you guys. So don't mind my chipped nails. I have a habit of picking at them, and also because I do chores around the house, like wash dishes and stuff, and so they peel very easily. But then of course I have a habit of doing exactly this and picking at it, so don't mind it, please. I'm actually gonna take them off tonight and either leave them bare or paint them again another color. But anyways, I started working on this layout. Well, let me show you on the one. So you guys have seen this one, or I think you guys are gonna see this one first, and then I'm slowly working through the other layouts. This is the mini planner, the personal size, and the one I've been working for another person is this one that you guys have seen. And so I created this layout, and of course this one, but I accidentally dropped an ink pad on that, so I need to get the eraser to erase that. And this is the one I started working, but you see how like the waves are like really different than this one. So I wanted to film it to show you how I created that, to see, I don't know, maybe you're interested in doing it, may want to see it. And so I've already obviously done this, and this is not the finished product, but I'm gonna get you guys started on this before I continue to work on this one. So I'm gonna show you how I did this, but on the mini, I call them mini, but I think they're called personal size. So I'm just gonna rip the pages out because obviously it's easier to work with them on the flat surface. And the first thing I'm gonna do is create, I'm gonna try to move my light to see if it helps it a little bit. But the first thing I'm gonna do is work on the sand. This is gonna be almost like a beach theme. Not necessarily, well, yeah, beach, ocean. So I'm using the same one, beach sand. And I'm just going to dab. I dab a lot, in case you haven't noticed. And then do the second page. To calm down and go slowly, because if you do it too fast, then you're gonna actually make shapes of circles, and that's not kind of what we want. So that's the little bit of sand right here. Okay, so now the first thing that we want to do is eyeball a line. So you want to grab just a pencil and kind of draw out a line that's not perfectly straight, just to simulate the waves. Okay, so that's gonna be my line. I know you guys can't see it, but I pretty much just drew a basic line across. And you use a pencil so that you guys can determine whether you like it or not. So I'm gonna bring it, and I'm gonna start with the blueprint sketch distressing that you guys have seen me do. So I'm gonna do one page at a time, and I'm pretty much gonna put the dabber like this, and that's how I'm gonna dab, because I wanted to get as close to the line as possible. And then remember, just go easy, or lightly I should say. Okay, so there's one. So that's the outlines that I have for now. Now I'm gonna set this aside, and I'm using the same dabber to create the lines. I am gonna be using the Simon Says Wave stencil. It's obviously not there, it's right here. And so that's what I'm using to use for the waves. What I want to do is line up the paper to the edge of the stencil, and then I'm gonna bring in the Distressed Tumbled Glass, not grass, and lightly bring it across. Okay, if it's not perfect, obviously it's like the ocean, so the lines are gonna not be even. And you could secure down the stencil if you like, just use some tape to secure it, but to me it's a small page, so holding it works fine for me. I mean, it does lift a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, so there's how the waves are gonna look like, but you see how the darkness of the blue is not really mixing in with the lighter blue. So what I'm gonna do is hold it again the same way. You don't have to line it up perfectly. And I'm gonna bring the little one, blueprint, dab it a little bit, and then just slightly bring it over so that the colors somewhat mix throughout the water portion. It's almost like you're bringing the darker color down, but not on all areas, so don't go crazy. And see, that gives it a little bit more blendable. You could go a little bit more, but I'm okay with how it looks there. So I'm pretty much gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. Okay, let's see how it looks. I think that looks pretty well together. So now you can go ahead, remove your line, your pencil line if you want. It's not really noticeable, so I guess you don't have to really erase anything, except for the areas that you didn't cover, of course, like in my case. All right, we're gonna put that aside, put that away. And now I'm gonna take Scattered Straw, which is the yellow, and I'm gonna create the sun. Well, to me, when I was a little kid, or I'm sure there's a lot of you, when we were little kids, didn't we get taught to just make the sun this way? That's kind of like what I'm gonna do. And I did that on the previous layout, but I covered it, most of it, with washi tape, and so you could only see a little bit of it. But this time I'm gonna leave it blank so that obviously it's noticeable. And then just create that corner right here. Okay, and while that's there, put that aside. And now I borrowed this ocean stamp set. It's from Stamping Up, and it's a much older stamp set. I think this is from Close to My Heart. And it comes with these. Let me put that away. It comes with these little speckles of sand, because it's a beach theme. And so I'm gonna take the stamp set and get some of that beach sand ink and then just set it down. I'm gonna leave this portion blank because I have some palm trees that I'm gonna add to it. So I'm gonna try to focus more on the middle and then on left portion. So we're gonna go ahead and add the bucket with the little crab on it. And then for here, we're going to add the castle. And then just a few stars. I'm going to add a seagull. And this is from Jolie. So I'm just gonna, I don't know where to add him. I guess I'll just add him right here. Off camera, I ended up coloring these little whales, but I did not end up using them except for one. From the mama elephant, I ended up stamping and coloring these palm trees, and now I'm just gonna fussy cut them so that I could secure them or adhere them to the planner. Now, as I stated before, I colored the little whales, but I did not use them. I only ended up using a tail portion because I wanted to simulate on the layout that we couldn't see it. We could only see the tail because it was swimming obviously underneath the ocean. I ended up using the mermaid, but I did not like that, and so I changed it around. I'm going to show you the final product for the mermaid theme, and we started off with the big this is the recollection ones that you guys have seen me worked out of, but I still have to work on this one. I went ahead and started and finished the personal size one, and as you can see from both, when I work on multiple planners, because I do give them away, I kind of do the layouts the same. So if you could see, this is the big one, and then this is the little one. That's the big one. The layouts are not always the same, but they're kind of the same. So, okay, so I haven't finished this one, which is what I started working on the big one, but I did finish it on the little one. So I wanted to show you the complete product for the layouts. Of course, you saw this one. This was layout number 1. This is layout number 2, which is just pretty much the mermaid washi tape collection from the brand Recollections at Michael's. And then I just added a little bit of seashells because this little mermaid, her name is Trishelle, and she is from the Greeting Farm Company. She's holding a seashell as well, and so that was kind of like the inspiration for that one. And then this is the one that you guys saw me working on. I ended up cutting the image. This is a little mermaid from Neat and Tangled, and just because I wanted it to seem like she was halfway in. Same thing with this little whale. I ended up just trimming them. I ended up moving the little seagull to the other side. Added a sticker crab. It's a 3D, and then the shells. So that's the complete layout. This is number 3. This is number 4. And this whale is from the Unity Company. And I pretty much just stamped it in a blue-green ink pad from, I don't know, I'll try to link the name below. But very simple but elegant. I added a little bit of the waves only on this section, as if she's swimming through the pages. A little bit of washi tape. And then this is layout number 5. It's just like a reef, like a reef themed. And so I wanted the entire pages covered with, of course, the sand at the bottom, and then completed with water, and then just added these 3D stickers that I picked up on the haul. And I picked them up from Michael's as well. And the stickers, I don't know if you guys can see, are very glittery, and the bubbles are 3D as well. You could use Nuvo drops if you have some instead of these. And then this is the final layout. My crafty neighbor let me borrow this stamp set that is from Unity Stamp Company. And I couldn't figure out how to add this, so believe it or not, I actually drew this by hand. I stamped the little star, the little cloud, and then I wiped everything off because I was gonna get like a double image. So I just decided to do it with a pencil first and then use a pen, and it matches a little bit. You could tell it's not quite the same, but it came out okay and I'm happy with it. And that it was the final ocean mermaid theme for this month. Well, it's not necessarily for this month because this planner doesn't have any dates, so it could be used for whatever month you wanted to. But that was it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you like the layouts and that it inspires you to create your own. And we'll see you soon on the next layout. Thank you so much. Bye.